Part 2, fellas. Part 2. I want to create a POV. Crap, I can't create POV. Holy crap, I can open the window! Don't open the window! I'll get back to you guys when we start moving or something interesting happens.
Where in just a few minutes we're going to be turning back the hands of time 100 years or so to a much more relaxed time when it was every little boy's dream to become the engineer of a great steam locomotive riding the rails of America. Folks, this is train number 200, the 19th Century Limited. We'll be departing for Fairview, Espanche, Cherry Hill, Gross Grove, Carpenters, Byler's Crossing, Lehman Place Junction, and Paradise, Pennsylvania. So if you weren't planning on going to any of those places I just mentioned, you might have gotten on board the wrong train. Now here at the Strasburg Railroad, we're a very old but also a very safe railroad, and we would ask for your cooperation in following a few basic rules of safety so that we can all enjoy our trip today. Please, at all times, keep your head, hands, arms, parents, and grandparents inside the windows in cars. We've got several close clearances along our line, and we certainly don't want anybody to be injured. If your window is raised, please make sure that it is securely fastened with the latch provided. These windows are very heavy and they can come down and cause injury to little fingers if they're not properly latched. Also, you'll notice that our cars have all been meticulously restored by our shop forces here at the Strasburg Railroad. So please help us in keeping them in the condition you found them by keeping your shoes and feet off the seats and seat cushions. We also ask that you never leave the car you're riding once the train has started its ride. We do not have the modern safety devices between cars that would make it safe for you to pass between cars. So again, that makes it a very dangerous personal safety issue to allow you to pass over. So please stay inside those end doors at all times. There's only one exception on the train. That's in the dolly car. That's the open air car up by the locomotive. The very end platform for those riding on that car. You're welcome to step out on that platform. But again, please don't step through the doorways in between cars ever. Now, if anybody's planning on getting off our train at one of our picnic groves, please let our train crew know. We are planning to stop at Gross Grove regardless because we dropped some folks off on the last run. It is a 90-minute layover, so if you're planning to get off the train, it will be 1 hour and a half at least. We do have one more train today, so you could be there for 3 hours if you chose to.
Yes!
Please don't throw any loot from the train. We like the beautiful Orange County countryside just to stay the way you found it. And finally, there is no smoking anywhere on board our trains. Now, all ticket holders, I need your attention, please. All ticket holders. If you have a look at your tickets, make sure that you are riding in the car for which you paid accommodation. That means if you have coach tickets, you should be in one of the 3 cars here in the middle of the train that say coach above the doorway. If you're in one of the open air cars, they're the 3 cars up by the locomotive. Your ticket should say open air. And if you're in one of the first class cars, you'll be in one of the cars toward the rear of the train, the dining car, the lounge, the first class parlor, or the president's car. Please make sure that you've been ticketed for the accommodation you are riding at this time. Again, if anybody wants to get off the train at one of those picnic groves, let us know as we walk through. We will be collecting tickets once we get underway. So please have those tickets handy, whether it's the paper copy or you have it on your smartphone. But please do have that ready for the crew as they pass by, and they will be asking to see your tickets. And now, all aboard for Paradise.
What? Yes. It wasn't a one-way ticket. What?
Her ticket.
Oh. We're leaving.
That's what I always got.
Are we moving or is that moving? It's an optical illusion. Which is moving?
I'd rather travel this than the plane.
This is moving.
What'd you say? Was it the president's car? Is that a video? You can do
Oh boy. This shall be fun. You'll be in. Holy crap! That was Thomas the Tank Engine. See that? Yeah. Wave. Wave. Do it. Yeah. Sorry.
Now, the Stradbroke Railroad is owned and operated by a group of local stockholders. And it was back in 1958 when 24 dedicated rail bus purchased the line, saving it from bankruptcy and abandonment. The group organized in an unusual corporate fashion, having one president and, you guessed it, 23 vice presidents. All donating their time and their
Don't sell him
money
his tickets.
and much hard work strictly as a labor of love to the front of railroad. Now coming into view on the left-hand side of the train are the large buildings of the Espen Shade Turkey Farm.
Cows.
This is the oldest commercially operated turkey farm in the United States and one of the largest operations here in Lancaster County. And it is a very busy place, as you might imagine, particularly in November and December. Not a good time of year if you just happen to be a turkey. Espen Shade Crossing will be next. Espen Shade will be the next whistle.
Tickets.
Like we're good.
We're set. Let me get drinks. You can see it. Look over there. Holy crap! Look at that. What do we get to order drinks?
You said you wanted Coke and pretzels, right?
Yes. You could see how much it rocks by just looking back there.
Oh, okay, good year ago.
That's nuts.
Man, you do it.
I'll see our server.
Easy to round.
We're thrilled to have you with us today to enjoy steam railroading here on the road to paradise. Some quick information about the cars you're riding. Each of these cars cost about $250 million each to restore to their present condition.
$4
In
billion?
all cases, we try to make these accurate to reflect the period from 1910 to
Holy crap.
1930. On our coaches, those coal-fired stoves that you
Not
see at
even
each end of the
dramatic,
bar
like
are
moving the phone, but it's like that's
You got a car up ahead and see how much it's
months of November through March. In case anybody's wondering how we set the speed of our trains, it really is a very simple matter.
That car's only got
Trains
numbers,
run on
only got
timetables,
two
and our timetable dictates that we operate at speeds between 15 and 20 breakneck miles per
probably
hour.
rocking.
Hopefully, the lady will
rocking
jump
worse
us.
than we are.
And we'll do about 30 miles per hour on our way back to town. Now, this might seem a little bit slow to you, but it's actually faster than the railroad advertised services back in an 1852 edition of the Strasburg B.
This is bumpier than the day out with Thomas.
Adventure Farm's amazing corn maze.
Look at that. How can you do that without spilling them?
Here can be had farm fun activities all afternoon long.
Careful, careful! Don't spill it!
Hop off the train and spend a few hours at Cherry Crest Adventure Farm. It's a great way to learn about farming and have
Yes, I
fun
see.
in the process. Now, this farm is not the property of the Stratford Railroad, and therefore there are additional charges to get on the property. It is a great way to spend an afternoon here in Lancaster County. Cherry Hill Station will be next. The sign on that old station reads population 17, more or less. That's more when we arrive and a whole lot less as we leave. This is Cherry Hill.
Charity Hill.
Yeah, that's
Now, just on the other side of the crossing, we'll be passing through Groff's Picnic Grove. You'll be able
Look,
to
it's
look
a
off the
corn
front and
maze.
see all the folks enjoying their picnic lunches at Groff's Grove. We drop them off on our next train ride, and we'll pick them up again on this trip. And anybody that would like to get off on this trip, that's where
Wanna
we'll be
get off?
dropping you off on our way back to town.
No? Not good enough?
You'll also notice
Staying
on the
an
right
hour
side of
on
the
here?
train, There's a second track.
Oh,
This is the
yeah.
passing track. It's one of the few places in the world where two steam-powered trains still pass one another on a regular schedule throughout our weekends here in the summertime at the Stratford Railroad.
Ding, 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 ding.
I do want to direct your attention a big white farm in the valley to our right and about a quarter mile
Drop
ahead
the
of our
phone.
train. That is a typical Lancaster County Amish farm. It's neat and clean, but it's also what we call very plain.
No,
There are no carpets, no curtains, no electric lights, no radio, television, or telephone. There's no computer, no cell phones, no automobiles. This farmer drives a buggy, and there are plenty of big workhorses, mules, and willing hands to help with the hard work of farming. Now, in addition to the dairy cattle, the produce consists of corn, wheat, rye, hay, soybeans, alfalfa, and famous Lancaster County broadleaf tobacco. Now, these are peaceful and prosperous people contributing great to our farm economy in Lancaster County, and we're thrilled to have them as our neighbors. Now, many years ago, in the valley off to our right, just over those steamy hills you can see to the right, ran a little railroad named the Lancaster, Oxford, and Southern. The reporting marks for the line were LO&S, and that combined with its service earned it the nickname of Little Old and Slow. With a nickname like that, you can imagine this railroad did not last very long. And legend has it that they ripped up the line so quickly that they accidentally left one of those LO&S locomotives out on the line with no station to which it could ever hope to return. And sometimes when old number 475 stops here at the crossing and blows her whistle, the ghost of that old LO&S locomotive will answer her back from across the ages. Listen carefully as our engineer comes to a stop, and we'll see if we hear that ghost whistle today. Listen very carefully. I sure hope nobody used that E word up in the coaches where you can actually hear that. We assure you that's no echo.
I didn't hear it.
That goes 2750 a day to sit over there doing that for us. Sure we will. But speaking of ghosts, is anybody on board the train getting off at Carpenter's Graveyard? The graveyard is next.
Dun dun dun. Me. I heard something. It's answering back.
That old graveyard's on the hillside to the left of our train as we go across the crossing. It's surrounded by the stone wall. It is the oldest graveyard that we're aware of in Lancaster County. And in it is buried Marie Beret, a French Huguenot who fled France in the early 1700s to escape.
Holy crap, we're dead.
She and her followers were eventually given a land grant by then Governor William Henderson right here back in 1712, and it was they who named their colony Paradise. Now remember, 300 years ago, this area of Pennsylvania was the edge of America's western frontier.
They keep doing
And
that.
all around us, there were none of these crops, no fields. It was all deciduous forest. Our nearest neighbors were the Pequay Indians.
Look at him.
Now our engine is approaching the Stratford one and only bridge. This is a big bridge too. It's nearly 20 feet long these days. Now it used to be we had to pick up our feet to help take some weight off the cars, but these days we replaced that bridge about 6 years ago with a concrete steel reinforced bridge. And it's so tall and wide now that even the horses and mules no longer bump their heads or scrape their sides going under it. And it's a very safe bridge today as we're doing much heavier work with the freight that we're bringing into the railroad.
All right. Here? One here?
The number.
They're refrigerated. Okay, so it is 5:30.
No way.